Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Appreciate y'all joining me today. We got a lot to talk about. The real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. It's the real nitty-gritty. Boots on the ground. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I'll wait to get started, but while I'm waiting, I'll give some shout outs. I see Wonders of Life. Gregory Calhoun, thank you, brother. King Arthur from San Diego. B Gun, my hometown brother. Those I always look forward to those hot rod nationals, man. The street ride nationals, brother. I mean, you see some unbelievable cars, ladies and gentlemen, in Louisville, Kentucky, about this time. I mean, some tricked out cars, old school too. What's up, Brad Jones, Robert Morris, Kona Ranger, and of course the NTZ. Thank y'all for everything you do for keeping this a respectable and safe live stream. You know, everybody, I want to thank y'all for all your words of comfort, man, all your thoughts and prayers about my daughter, Booby. She's gotten a lot better, man. She's still in the hospital, but that's why I'm able to do this live stream today, man. So a big sigh of relief, you know, when we got the test results back, because I was thinking the worst. You know, the hemoglobin low, blood in a stool. I was thinking it was cancer, man. And I'm gonna just put it out there and just be honest with you. I was scared to death because, see, there's a couple of, well, 3 for sure, Filipinas who follow my channel, and their children have cancer. One eventually died, little Toto Call. I had him on my Facebook page, Sunshine Show's Facebook page. He died. He was 6 years old, I believe 6 or 7. He had kidney cancer. And there's 2 other women. So I was really afraid. But I'm glad she's got an amoeba. And I believe it comes from, you know, when we give her, even though I buy water to give her baths in water, we decided on that a long time ago. Sometimes Filipinos, they'll drop their guard and they get complacent, and they've been giving her a bath in just regular water, man. And, you know, little kids splashing around. I believe she swallowed some of that water, but we're not really sure where it comes from. But that's what's causing it. So they're giving her antibiotics in her IV. You know, they're giving her vitamins, you know, to increase her iron, because low hemoglobin count can stem from a low iron count. And, you know, she's back to being herself, really. You know, there's no fever. So I'm looking for her to be released, you know, in the next day or so, you know, and because just being in the hospital over here or anywhere really worries me, man, especially over here as a foreigner, because I'm going to tell you something. You know, it gets funny over here when they know, you know, they see Booby and they know she's not 100% Filipino. I'm going to tell you what happened. So they said they were out of the wards are full. So they got to put her in a private room. And, you know, see, they play them kind of games over here, man. There's a lot of disease and sickness in these hospitals, man. If you don't believe me, I want you to read a book that's out. It's called How to Get Out of the Hospital Alive. Yeah, that's a real book. I read it, and I probably shouldn't have read it, but my mother died of cancer, and I said it was hospital negligence when she died. But, of course, my sisters and brothers, they thought I was drunk and being stupid, but it wasn't. So, yeah, Booby's a whole lot better. Thank y'all so much. Somebody asked me about what's the exchange rate. Right now it's 50.48 pesos to the dollar, which is good. As long as it's over 50, It's a good thing. And what we're going to talk about today, is booty, beaches, and bombshells. 95% of my viewers are men. I mean, let's not be ashamed of that. We're adults. We can talk about this stuff without being cringy, without it being nasty and all of that, guys. But when the first time I came over here, that's what I came for, without even really knowing it. And it's a lot of that BBB over here, man. And don't get that confused with BBW. No, the BBB is the good stuff. The BBW, we left at home. And a lot of you guys, y'all might like the BBW, but on this channel, we don't like the BBW. We like the BBB. I don't even know what BBW stands for. Does it stand for big body white woman or big black woman? I promise you, man, I've never really knew what it stands for. I knew that they were, they were chunky, the BBWs. But yeah, I came over here, and if you've never been over here before, let me say this though. There's more to the Philippines but the BBB, the booty, the beaches, and the bombshells. But man, are you going to have your hands full? And I just want to tell you to drink of the BBB responsibly. Don't overdose over here, because I've seen guys do it. But yeah, the BBB, that's what we want to talk about today, not the BBW. Don't get that mixed up. And I want to thank everybody, especially the guys who got it about this last video, man. Anthony Edwards, man, he made this song. He told me some weeks ago, though, he said, Calvin, I'm going to make you a song. He said, because I don't like the way these haters is coming at you, man, in the comments and different things. And I forgot all about it. Man, he sent me that song in my messenger, and I listened to it. He sent it to me in an email. I'm sorry. And I listened to it, man, and I said, man, this is brilliant. I've got to do something with it. And I'm not bragging, guys. Come on. I'm not like that, man. If you've been following me, I'm not like that. But I had to put it on my channel, man. I'm proud of it, man. And I want to thank you, Anthony Edwards. And, whether you like that kind of music or not, it's just, I like the beat. I like what he's saying. And I just so happen to have a few little clips still left on my phone. Because usually what I do, when somebody wins and I take their picture and everything and put it on my Sunshine Shoulders Facebook page, I delete it off my phone. So I don't believe in coincidences. Thank you, brother. And, it's a good song, man. And I put if you want to contact him, because that's what he does. That's his profession. He's, he makes jingles for companies and different things like that. And this is an endorsement. He's not going to pay me for this or anything, but, you may want to get in contact with him. I put his information there, his Facebook and his email. But yeah, I like that song, man. I mean, the first time I heard it, I liked it. And the more I hear it, the more I like it. Hey, Roger Walker. Yeah, Booby's doing good, man. She's doing a lot better. No more fever. They found out what it is. It's not cancer, man. That's what I thought it was. That's why I couldn't sleep. My eye bags are bigger than they normally are. But hell, this is normal for a 58-year-old man, but they're a little bit puffier. I haven't been able to sleep. And of course, my girl doesn't sleep next to me. So that causes me to lose sleep too. But yeah, she's doing a lot better, Ryan Jones. And, she's got an amoeba, man. And it's an infection. And I think it comes from that water when they give her a bath. So we're not going to give her a bath in the regular water. Hey, KB from LA. Yusuf Habib says, good morning, Calvin. From one father to another, I wish the best for your daughter. Thank you, man. I tell you, as a foreigner, I always talk about having a better life over here, man. But it's still life. It's still life. And life on life terms still followed me over here, and that sort of thing happens over here. A lot of you single guys and a lot of guys who have grown kids, man, I'm going to tell you to keep it that way, man. Because y'all, as wonderful as children are, they're a worry, man. Yeah, Eric Terry, thank you, brother. He said, wishing the baby well. Yeah. So I'm looking for her to be released. But yeah, just being in the hospital over here, or having your girlfriend or wife or child in the hospital over here, it just, it just adds to the stress, man. And then by you being a foreigner, they're going to get as much out of you as they can. But see, I told you, my girl's on the ball. She's got field help for her and the kids. And if you dating somebody over here, if you're going to send her some money, man, get a field health policy. That's what you spend that money on when you're sending it over here. And you make sure she goes and gets that policy. Because a lot of people, they don't have it over here. It's cheap for us, but for them, it's not. It's very expensive. But yeah, get that for them. Hey, Adaris 9800, he says, great to watch you live for the first time, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Dan Stevenson. Yeah, you speaking, man. Your Messiah is a whole lot better than mine, but you're actually speaking Tagalog. He said, Magandang umaga. That means good morning. Where I live is Maayong buntag, Dan. What's up, Pokey Bird? Thanks for that email, man. I appreciate it too, brother. I see Sam Champion over here, my buddy LeVon White. If y'all football fans, man, this is the LeVon White. Kobe White is his son. He plays for Boston College. He's a star, man. This is the same LeVon White, his father. And, check him out, man, because he's going to be in the league next year. There's no doubt. If he doesn't get injured, he's probably a first or second round pick, I would say. Yeah, thank you, Dee. Yeah, she's doing a lot better, man. I can sleep, man. I'm going to get to go over there today, too, and check on Rick and Valid. I believe Valid, it's just my opinion. I'm not 100% sure, but just from being on the outside looking in, I think she's the problem. Because I'm going to tell you something that it hurt me and then it made me mad at the same time. I was going to get the guys some beer, and I saw her by the plaza, because you got to go right by the plaza. She's there begging with a baby, man. And it made me so mad. And but here's how this is the universe working. The DSWD, which is like the social services here, they saw her, man, and they scolded her, man. They said, look, you get out here with your baby, man. It just hurt me, man. I'm like, I guess you can take the Filipina out of the Philippines, but you can't take the Philippines out of the Filipina, man. And I'm going to find out what's going on with them, man, because we keep them stocked up with rice, food, and we were matching Rick's earnings every day. I haven't seen him in about 3 days. Hey, thank you, JH, for that super chat. He said, my donation for the church sermon on Facebook. Man, you crazy, man. But it's true, man. We make our lives hard, Jay, because we want the easier, softer way, man. You can't get it out there all the time. Hey, thank you, John Gomez. He said, this is for a teddy bear for your daughter, brother. Family matters. Absolutely. And it's funny, man. When I made my 5 life lessons for 12 years in the Philippines, one of that was family over everything over here. And yeah, some guy gave me did I tell y'all some guy gave me a problem with that video? I didn't think. He claimed he was a supporter. He said, I'm stretching the truth to get views and subscribers. He said, you haven't been over here for 12 years straight. And anybody been following me knows that wasn't my intention. You're misinterpreting. But yeah, I've been affiliated with the Philippines for 12 years. And, those are the life lessons I've learned. That's just being petty, man. You know who you are. I'm not going to call you out on that. But come on, guys, is it that bad over in the United States where he is? Are you that lonely, man, that you got to nitpick like that, man? I'd be glad when the Philippines open up so you can get your share of the BBB, the booty, the beaches, and the bombshells, man, because there's plenty over here. Let's talk about it, guys, and we can do it without being cringy, without being nasty, and without being disrespectful this is an adult channel and it's real life stuff, guys. That's why I came over here. That's not why I stayed, but that's why I came over here. But I warn you to drink of the BBB responsibly. Don't OD because you can over here. I've seen guys do it. And they go home, their bank accounts is dead. Or the bank accounts is on life support when they leave here. Because, yeah, it's a lot over here. And remember, I had to eat out. I bought me a small pizza yesterday. And I know my girlfriend's going to watch this, and she knows I only have eyes for her, really. But, hell, I got eyes, man. And I'm coming out of the pizza place, and it's in Gasano Mall, man. I see two just bombshells, man. It's just how it is over here, man. And that's what you're going to see. So you better make sure that girl you're chatting with is the one that you want to be with. Because when you get over here, man, you're going to see booties and bombshells everywhere. Thank you, Kona Ranger, for that super chat. He said, this is for a glass of wine for you tonight. Get some sleep. LOL. Happy to hear your girl's getting better. Yeah, I'll get the wine for my girl, and then she'll put me to sleep. Kona Ranger, thank you. Hey, Michael Armstead, he said, good morning, buddy. Thanks for that super chat. And anybody has any questions about Pacific Cross or any life insurance or health insurance, Michael is on here. He's the one asked him, guys. It's not an endorsement. He's a subscriber. He's a fellow insurance man, but he's still working 32 years. I got off the hamster wheel at 18 years, Michael. But he also has a Facebook page, guys. And it's very, very important, man, that you don't come over here, man, even on your vacation without some type of coverage, man, especially if you're an expat. I'm sorry. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, man. And I'm not because I'm an insurance agent or anything like that. Just don't do it. I've seen too many people get cremated over here. Their families are mad because they don't have the money to fly them back home. Or they get sick over here and they have to go back to the United States because they run out of money, man. Yeah, don't do it. Thank you, T. Holmes, for the super chat. He says, I'm 36. I'm leaving the rat race soon. I'm building my house in the mountains of Honduras. Wow. I appreciate your content, Cal. It's $5 for you, nobody else. Thank you, T. Holmes. And I'm glad, brother. And people always ask me, do I have any regrets? And the only regret, and I can honestly say, is that I didn't get off that hamster wheel and leave that rat race sooner. Okay? And, man, you getting a big jump on everybody. Let us know how that Honduras is, man, because it's another option. See, some people don't want to come all the way over here, T. Holmes. You know, they want to stay a little close to home, Mexico. I know you're in Central America, around in that area, Brazil. You know, you got to be you got to be cut from a different cloth to come to the Philippines and Thailand because we're, you know, in Southeast Asia because it's so far away. And I don't blame you. There's no right or wrong way. Just find your paradise somewhere, man. You know, get out that speck of sand that you've been calling your hometown, your state, your country, man, and come on out here on the beach of life, man. I can't say it any clearer than that. The woman you're looking for, the job, the opportunity, the new life you're looking for is probably not on that speck of sand. It's probably out here somewhere, guys. But yeah, let's talk about the BBB. Don't get this confused with the BBW. No, we don't want to talk about the BBW on my channel. Nothing wrong with that. I've got a daughter that's a BBW, and her boyfriend's happy with her. Matter of fact, he's in love with her, man. And, you know, some people like that. But over here, it's all about the BBB, guys. But drink responsibly of the BBB. Or you can overdose over here. Your bank account's on life support. Your heart's broke. Yeah, Kona Ranger, he says you're right. There's many sickness in the hospital there. All hospitals, not just over here. But then you have that added worry of, okay, now they're looking at my daughter now, because see, now they don't have any regular rooms left in the ward. They got to put her in a private room, which is like twice as much. And I don't care because we got it covered. My girls got the field help, and then I'll just pay the balance. See, I put that house on hold to pay my daughter's hospital bill. See, and somebody sent me an email like that, man. Yeah, you don't have to tell me that. Hell, you know, I got my priorities in order, but yeah, you know. Hey, Jason Flint, what's going on, brother? Buffalo Dan said the NTZ is holding it down, and thank you, man, to the NTZ. I don't take y'all for granted. We don't have time for that foolishness, man. We're on there trying to have some fun, trying to help each other. Love Beat Muse says, God bless you, brother. I've learned in life experiences, things happen to the humble and those that give to others, like all bad things. But like you and yours, it works out better. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, see, some guy wrote me, man, it's Jeff J, and my heart goes out to you. That's his profile name. I don't know who he really is. But he said, Calvin, he said, I hope everything works out for your daughter, he said, because there's nothing worse than losing a child. He said, I just lost my child, his son, 2 days ago of a heat stroke. He was 33. And this guy, man, I'm talking about, you talking about some compassion, man. You talking about helping other people to help yourself. That's the way you do it, man. When you're struggling like that and you reach out, it just takes your mind and your worry off your problems, man. But my heart goes out to you, Jeff J. You know, really, man, peace and blessings to you and your family, man, the loss of your son, 33 years young. Buffalo Dan said, LOL, BBW. Yeah, don't get that confused, guys, with the BBB. We don't like the BBW. We're getting away from that. And don't lie, we've all had our share of BBWs. You know, it's just like it's time to get out of the denial about that. But that's the reason why a lot of us come over here. It's why I came over here. And I don't, okay, King Hearted says it means big, beautiful women. Okay, Pokey Bear says it means big bone woman. I didn't know what it meant. I thought it meant big body white woman or big black woman. I didn't know, man. I promise you, man. Brad Jones says busty. Okay, let's see. He says, I'm living in Cambodia about the water. Edward Hand says, regarding the water, I'm living in Cambodia and I've installed a UV and a 5-step filter system in my house. And JH was telling me about that. I'm gonna definitely do that. I don't know. See, I don't want to confuse them. If I throw that in, it's like throwing a monkey wrench into the damn machine. If I tell them something like that now, it's going to confuse them, throw them off, may make my budget go over, and it slow down the process. So I'll probably do that afterwards, Edward, but I'm definitely going to do that. Jason Flint said, "Come on, Cal, bro. What do you mean? Because I didn't know what BBW stood for. I didn't, man." Kona Ranger says, I like beaches because they are like nice booties, silk and soft. Yeah, we're talking about the BBB today, guys, not the BBW. Yusuf Amar Habib says, do you think a homebody, somebody who likes to relax at home, will still enjoy living in the Philippines? Absolutely, man. That's me. You're talking about me, Yusuf. Yeah. See, it's more of us over here than it is the party animals. The party animals are mostly the vacationers. And it's a big difference, man, living here and being on vacation here. And I'm going to tell you, if you still got that vacation mindset and trying to be an expat, it's best you lose that. And I try to, mix it up some kind of way. Otherwise, you're going to spend a lot of money. Because sometimes, man, when the dust settles, man, it's got to be something else to do, because I tell you, it's more than BBB over here. But that's why you come over here, guys. So don't lie to yourself. Don't fool yourself. I was, 2009 when I came over here, that would have made me, it was April, so it wasn't my birthday. I was 45. I came for the BBB, man. And I got plenty of it. It's plenty of it over here, but I say drink responsibly, man. Don't OD on that BBB. Don't wreck your life on the BBB, man. You go home, your savings account is on life support. Your heart is broke. Oh, okay, Sam Champion. He said BBW's a big black woman, beautiful black woman, or substitute black for brown. But there's white BBWs. There's even some Filipino BBWs over here. So I don't want to discourage anybody. To be honest with you, if you like BBWs, there's some over here. You know, Buffalo Dan said, LOL, one picture set so many trolls off. Oh, were you talking about when I got vaccinated? Is that what you're talking about? But see, they want us to respect their right not to take the vaccine. And let's not get arguing on this, guys. Was talking about JH today. But they don't want to respect our right to take it. I'm not going to argue with anybody about that, man. I want my life back. Okay, Gregory Calvin, I'm sorry, man. He said, big, beautiful women. That's what BBW means. Okay, I'm glad, man, because I really didn't know, man. Love Beat Music said, thank you, Anthony Edwards. Yeah, I like that song. I thought it was brilliant, man. And, you know, and I'm not going to lie. And I had to do something with it. You lucky that I don't have somebody over here that knows how to make videos, because I was going to make a hilarious video out of it, of me putting my boots in the behind of these haters over here. And y'all know who they are. Oh, man, because I've got people over here who look like those haters. It would have been hilarious, but I couldn't do it like that. So I said, I'm going to do it with class. And it's for my supporters. I never make any content for haters and trolls. It's all for my, I promise you, man, it's all for my supporters. It's never, you know, because some guy said, man, don't respond to them. I'm not, you know, this guy made a brilliant song, man. I love it. Jason Flint said, Calvin, I'm just looking for happiness after 2 divorces, leaving them each with a house. I'm tired of that. If I can't have exactly what I want going forward, then I don't want it, period. And that's where I'm at now, Jason. See, join the game, and that's what you can do when you're talking about recreating your life. You don't want just a new address, so don't come over here, because I'm going to do a video, man. I don't know if it's going to be my next video, but, you know, the dirty secret of Filipinos, man, it's control. It's what it is, man, you know, and you don't want that when you come over here. You know, remember, you coming over here, guys, I can't tell you that any clearer. You got the damn royal flush. Now, if you want to let her beat you with that pair of deuces and a jacket, that's on you, but don't cry to me when it happens. You got to put the rules down, you know, and and that's just how it is, man. I'm going to be happy with you or without you. You know, I would like for you to be with me, but if not, then okay, I'm going to put somebody else. Remember, I'm going to build my life. I'm going to be happy no matter where I am. Okay. I'm going to pay the bills no matter where I am. Either you're going to be with me, and are you going to, you know, because you got to be responsible for your own happiness. And that's what I told my girlfriend. They don't understand it. But if you keep on beating it into their head, they'll understand it. Ben Fern K said, hey, Calvin, I like the house videos. Keep it coming. Glad your daughter's okay. God bless. Thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna go by there today, and if it looks, you know, different, I'll do an update. I like to do an update every 2 or 3 days. This will be the second day, but definitely I'll probably do it on Saturday, my time, which would be Friday Eastern Standard Time. because what I'll probably do is I'm going to check on Rick him today. I'm kind of worried about that situation. What's up, Jacob Tanjay? Okay. Karan Tucker says, shout out to Anthony Edwards. Yeah, I like that song, man. I mean, you got to realize, man, this guy took his time and his talent to address that. He said, here, Calvin, it's yours. He says, already in the Library of Congress, my name's on it, your name's on it. You know, that's what he does. He's a songwriter. He makes jingles for different companies out there in Seattle, Washington. He grew up with Prince, Teddy Riley, Jimmy Jam. You know, he's talented, man. You know, and for him to offer his services to me, I mean, I'm flattered, man. He did the intro that I use now. Oh, yeah, Ingram Davis. I'm going to get that filter. Thank you, Jacob. He said, I'm glad to hear this movie's doing okay, doing better. Rams and Dodgers fans said, good to hear your daughter's doing better. Everything else is secondary. It is. I was finally able to, man, really get a little bit better sleep last night. And then, you know, my girlfriend came over early in the morning, gave me the tune-up, man. I'm charged right now. My engine is running. Thank you, TJ Johnson, for that super chat. He said, I was at the mall with my stacked up top, not so much in the rear, housekeeper to buy her supplies for the new place and saw some buns that almost made me send her home. Trying to downsize girls, though. Yeah. You're going to see it, man. You're going to see it. You're going to see the booty, man. There's plenty of booty over here, plenty beaches. That's why I went ahead and got my vaccine, okay? Because I want to go to Boracay. I want to go back to Boracay, you know. I want to go around to some places. I want to go to Palawan, believe it or not. And I made that video. I wasn't trying to scare y'all. Some guy said, oh, you're scaring people to come over there. Man, don't you realize that there's probably 1,000 videos on what I was talking about. They're just in documentary form. You don't hear it from a regular guy like me. You know, so don't get confused about that. If you go on YouTube and you type in the search, kidnapping in the Philippines, all sorts of documentaries are going to come up. But when you hear a guy like me talking about it, you get upset. No, I'm going to give you the 360. Okay, I just don't want you to come over and get blindsided. You know, I was lucky that I didn't fly in here the first time and end up in enemy territory. It could have easily been done. It could have easily happened. What's up, Travel Mike? He says, I'm 52 with a case. Barry Mitchell says, I'm 58 with a six-pack. Yeah. Brad Jones said the Filipino golfer in the Olympics is fantastic, and our golf is not bad either. Oh, you're going to see some sights over here. I saw two, and, you know, this is a small town, really, 133,000, and most of them is really on the outskirts. I'm going to tell you probably, I'm going to say 50,000 maybe living in the city, you know, in the city proper, man. And it's a small place, and you see just some beautiful women over here, some bombshells, because that's what we're talking about today, booty, beaches, and bombshells, man, you know, and we can do it because we're adults. We can do it respectfully. We can do it without being cringy or being nasty. 95% of my viewers and subscribers are men. And I know what you want to talk about, and every now and then we talk about that because there's nothing wrong with it, you know, as long as you don't come over and disrespect somebody, long as it's consensual, because I tell you all the time, whatever two adults agree on, it's nobody's business. Thank you, Travel Mike, for that super chat. He said 90% of the women want 10% of the men in all countries. Foreigners are the 10% in the Philippines. Yeah, don't settle for less than what you want. And see, that's the Mike that I know. Giving just nitty-gritty information like that, man. It's true. Don't come over and settle, man. I tell you, I met that guy, Bill. John said he's 70 or 71, man. You see his girlfriend or his wife, I think she's 24, man. She's beautiful. But he's been back and forth over here for 26 years, he told me. before his wife was even born. So he learned the lesson. He's not going to settle for anything less than the top of the line. And that's why I would say to you, and it may take you a few times to reach that. But don't come over and settle for a 3, man. I don't care. Y'all can say all this, oh, your beauty's in the eyes of the beholder and all that. It's inside the counts. Well, you keep all that stuff over there. That's baloney over here. Your relationship ain't gonna work, man. You come over here with a damn 3, and I'll tell you what, you're gonna be disappointed. Now, the 3 is a 3 over here. I don't want to hear that stuff. Oh, it's a 6 in America. One of my subscribers always like, no, it's not. It's a 3. Buffalo Dan says, I would bet with this pandemic that the beaches are cleaner than they have ever been. Yeah. But you'll be shocked, man. It's so many beaches here. Now, if you go to these urban cities, yeah, you go to the city beach, and you're going to see the use. But you can go to Siquijor right now, pre-pandemic, when they were letting anybody in this country who wanted to come. And their city beach, their public beach, looks like Boracay. It's just not as long, and it doesn't have any development. But white sand beaches, clear water, you know, that's what I like about the Philippines. Versus Thailand. Yeah, Thailand has 39 million visitors. The Philippines has 8. Well, there's some advantages to having 8 million. And one of them is you can go places now, and it's not, you don't suffer from that over tourism. See? Now, Boracay, yeah, they had to shut that down, more so because a lot of the companies, they were just skirting the environmental regulations, running the stuff right into the ocean. Who does that? Hey, what's going on, DJ Joe? He said, what's up, Calvin? I'm streaming from Angeles City. NFL football is back. Watching the Cowboys and Steelers. Wow. Man, I didn't even know that. See, that's bad timing for me. No wonder. But I just wanted to give everybody an update on Booby, really. And thank y'all so much, man. All your words of comfort, your concern, man, your thoughts and prayers. I know I hate to hear that, but that's what y'all gave me. That's what y'all sent me. And I hate to hear people say that, but, it's true, man, really. Brad Jones said triple bronze medal. Oh, okay, so are you talking about I see the Filipino middleweight, he lost to that Ukraine guy, man. This Ukraine guy, they called him a robot over here. Yeah, guys, right now it's a good time to play. And Sam Champion, he was like, at Ted B, says, bro, you are so correct. Plan your retirement and don't just wake up one day and say, this is it. I've got about 3 that I'm retiring from the federal service. T. Holmes said Honduras is a beautiful tropical country with beautiful beaches and reefs, beautiful women and decent people. I'm not in the city. Yeah. Thank you, T. Holmes. Because a lot of people, me, myself, I didn't know anything about Honduras. So only thing I knew about Honduras was Nicaragua and the Contras and all that. See how indoctrinated I was, man. Had I known about those countries, and one of my clients, she was over 100 years old. She was from Costa Rica. She begged me to go to Costa Rica. Once she found out I was going to the Philippines, but hell, by that time, I was already addicted to this place. I couldn't even imagine going anywhere else. I considered it wasting my time. I love the Chan said, big boned, big black, big either way, I guess. Yeah. But don't get it confused. We're talking about the BBB today, not the BBW, man. There's no, what they call it, the spare tire. We don't want that, man. We don't like that. Okay. What's up, retired 2019? Good to see you, brother. Mr. Free said BBW comes with the extras. But we don't want that kind of extras, man. That's for sure. Well, I don't. Hey, Hobo Hero. Thank you, brother. Retard 2019 says, where do you meet beautiful single women? Everywhere, man. Don't people tell you to go to the mall, Retard 2019, because you're going to see a bunch of them, but they act so funny at the mall. It's like trying to meet a girl at a concert. They got on their best, you know, and they know a lot of people are watching, you know, but they're everywhere. It's probably the best way is to try to catch them when they're not looking on the street, in the marketplace, or be introduced. But it's just so many, man. You know, like I said, you know, but drink of the BBB responsibly, because if you've never been here before, you don't know what I'm talking about, man. I came out of the pizza place yesterday and boom, you know, I made up my mind right then and there. If this doesn't work out, I'm going low. I want 20 to 25. Because I mean, these two girls, and it's just like nobody else was even paying them no attention because, you know, my first son's mother, I'm talking about, was a bombshell, period. The most beautiful woman I'd seen up to that time. And no one had ever told her she was beautiful, only me and her mother. See, so when you come over, you know, they don't have that. It's a little bit worse than it was in 2009, but they're still humble, man. They don't, you know, have that, you know, it's a little bit worse because people, you know, when the whole world tells you you look good, you know, it goes to your head, but they're still humble like that, man, because nobody really gives them, you know, if you a beautiful woman among 1,000 beautiful women, see. Conan Ranger said BBW means Best Buy and Walmart. Yeah. Derek 9800 says, is that .m says, Calvin, would you guess how much more healthcare costs in Manila compared to San Carlos? Probably not as much. Now, unless you go to one of them. Now, Manila's got those real nice hospitals up there. The Medical City, St. Luke's, Doctor's Hospital in Manila. It's going to cost you more. I would say everything costs a little bit more, but I'm sure you can still go to see the doctor for about $10, like you can here. You know. And that's why I tell you, when you do get some healthcare policy, when you come over here, make sure it's heavy on inpatient care and emergency and evacuation, because outpatient care here is not expensive. It's cheap. The private room that Booby's staying in, it's nice. Got air conditioned, TV with cable. It's $1,950 a day. I mean, so that's less than $40 with the current exchange rate of 50.48. It's a private room in Sandoc Hospital, private hospital. It would be cheaper in the public hospital, city hospital. Hey, my own Boontalk, excuse me. Well, some lady came looking, look cutie. I guess she must have heard me talking, I guess. Yeah, Brad Jones, he said, I had a few big ones, average to poor. Yeah, we've all had a BBW, man. It's nothing to be ashamed about. Get out of your denial, guys. But that's not what we're talking about today. Zorba Dundee said, Calvin, start giving your little girl baby formula. Most have a lot of vitamins and minerals to support her immune system and to her health too. Yeah, see, and this is where I'm having a problem, you know, with her, because she wants to breastfeed, but she even had to admit it. Booby's getting so big now that, you know, it's not enough in there, you know. So I said, look, Booby's birthday's August the 12th. After that, we're going to start, getting her, weaning her off the breast and putting her on the formula, man, because she needs those vitamins and minerals that she's not getting. Pokey Bear says, I remember one of the guys went there and got caught up in the BBB and called back home asking for money to be sent to the PI because he overextended himself. Yeah. See, if you overdose on the BBB, guys, your bank account's going to go on life support. Your heart may get broke. Drink responsibly of the BBB over here, but it's easy for me to say that. I've been over here off and on, Mr. Petty Man says, oh, you need to say that. Don't have people thinking you've been over for 12 years straight. I never said that, man. But 12 years is 12 years, okay? But it's easy for me to say, don't come over here and go crazy, because I've been crazy over here. Not my first time, but because I really didn't know what to expect when I came over here. But on like my second, third, fourth trip, man, yeah, I went crazy over here because I wasn't used to it. I wasn't used to attention. I wasn't used to the selection. I wasn't used to the quality. And I went crazy, man. You know, I wouldn't be with a woman too much longer. I was, I was a runner over here. You know, I was changing every day. Oh, okay, Gina Bassa. Well, Gina said, nothing really attracts me to the Philippines except to see my cousins and friends. Yeah, that's true. And that's what I said, Gina, But, 95% of my viewers and subscribers are men. And that's what they come over here to meet a woman, to relax on the beach, and just to see beautiful women. It's a lot of them over here, but it's a lot more. And then if you live over here, you're going to have to realize that there's more to the Philippines than that. Because after a while, somebody said it gets old. It hasn't gotten old for me. But they say after a while it gets old. I guess once I get 80, it'll be old. Okay, but right now it's not old to me. But yeah, you're right. Chris Yu says, hopefully you don't develop problems later on. What do you mean, Chris Yu? I don't understand. Yeah, DG says, well, I like them slim, sexy, and petite. And yeah, see, that's what's over here. Gregory Calhoun said, I love the new song, Calvin. Yeah, thanks, Gregory. Anthony T. Edwards did that for me, man. I thought it was brilliant to me. I really like it. The more I hear it. CS said, did you suffer any side effects from the vaccine? Not at first. Now, yesterday, my arm was a little sore because I was going to work out. I decided not to. And also, I felt sluggish. But this was like 2 days later. The day of, I didn't feel nothing. But when I got home and I sat down, I had just a slight headache, but then it went away. I mean, it didn't last for a minute. But then I woke up yesterday, my arm was sore, and I've been kind of sluggish. But other than that, because see, some guy told me, he said, yeah, you took that vaccine now, your engine's not going to work. He said, well, that's wrong. Sorry. But yeah, so CS, just barely. Hey, thanks, Levon White, for the super chat. He said, getting too old to enjoy beautiful wines. No, getting too old to enjoy beautiful wine starts once you're 120. Oh, okay. 120 years old. Yeah. I'm with you there. See, they say, oh, you're going to get, that gets old, one guy said. Well, it hasn't gotten old for me. It won't get old, man. I'm telling you, man. If you coming from the West and you coming over here, the BBB don't get old over here. And there's so much of it. If you like the booty, there's so much of that. If you like the beaches, some of the most beautiful in the world over here. And they're not suffering from over-tourism. You can go to places like Comodes Island. You can go places like Bantayan Island, Malapascua. You're not going to get overrun with people. Siquijor Island. That's just how it is, man. Calvin Mike, thanks for the super chat. He says, Don't think you have to drain your account to keep a peanut. If she is too demanding, there's 1,000 more next in line. Don't let her take advantage of you. And that's true. But let me also say this, guys. Remember I say drink responsibly or the BBB, but also because, see, I wrote this first thing I wrote. Filipinos are trusting, man. And so they open themselves up to be taken advantage of. Don't take advantage of them either, because let me tell you something. You don't have to. Just be on the up and up with them, because they love so hard, man. You break their heart, they may never, ever recover from that. And you see people commit suicide for a whole lot less over here. But just don't take advantage of them, man, because you see it all the time over here. And it usually comes from guys, they just aren't used to what's waiting over here. And they don't understand that these women aren't easy. They're just trusting. They can be too trusting. They're going to believe what you tell them, and they're going to say, okay, I'm going to be with you, the good and the bad. Oh, man, it's funny. He says, Rams and Dodgers says, I'm not coming 8,000 miles for anything big. Give me under 25 and in good shape. I can get plenty of big in America, yeah. And see, that's why I'm saying it's easy for me to say, guys, don't, drink responsibly or the BBB. Who am I? Because, I've been over here, man. It hasn't gotten old for me, but, I drink responsibly now, but I didn't used to. And I have my feel, man, and it's plenty over here, man. If you've never been to the Philippines before, you in for a treat, man. It's nothing like that first time either. But it's never gotten old to me. Every day when I wake up, I see these coconut trees and, I see that sunshine. I mean, it's like I'm on vacation, man. Yeah, Ron Bizzle, he said, go to where you're wanted in life, wherever it may be. And that's where I'm at today. See, I'm wanted over here, so that's why I say, but go somewhere, guys. Don't be miserable over there in America, if you are wherever you are. And it doesn't mean you're unpatriotic. It doesn't mean that. It just means you want to be happy, because being happy is where it's at for me now, 58. I don't have to be in love with nobody and all that. Leah and Blair says, hey, guys, Mr. Blair is here, just sitting on the porch at my lucky bamboo farm in the south of Cebu, watching and listening to Big Cow. Left Oz in 2014. My income is my lucky bamboo. Found a niche. Hey, thanks, man, for being an example. Because, see, that's all that is. And we need more people like you sharing your experiences, Leah and Blair, because that's what it's all about. Letting people know it's possible. That's all I do. See, most of y'all get it. When y'all see, when I open up and let you see my life over here, that's what I'm doing. Period. It's not, trying to make you feel bad or bragging or whatever it is like that. It's none of that. I just want you to know I'm a regular Joe like you. It's possible to recreate your life without borders, man, somewhere else. Brad Jones said, go where you're treated best. See, when I first started coming over, I caught a lot of hell from a lot of my friends and family. Oh, you don't love yourself. That's why you over there. They forgetting that I was married to a beautiful black woman for 18 years. But I have nothing to prove to anybody anymore. Oh, they say you don't love yourself, so that's why you over there dating those Asian women, because you can't handle a strong black woman. Well, they're probably right. I don't want a strong black woman. I don't want a strong woman, period, like that anymore. What does that have to do with anything? Is what I'm saying, guys. I don't want all that confrontation and stuff. I don't want a man. If I wanted a man, I would have married a man. Sorry. But that's just how it is. Hey, Kente Dynasty, thanks for joining us, brother. Brian Nichols said, if you want old and big, stay in the West. Yeah. Joseph Relaford said chubby chasers. And that comes from, we think that, we in our minds, we think that chubby women are easy. And a lot of us over there were sexually frustrated. So it's better to go to bed with a BBW than with nothing. And that's where a lot of us are, But when I came over here, I was sexually frustrated, man. Like a lot of men are in the West. You get tired of begging, you get tired of pleading and all of that, And see, when you come over here, all that begging is gone. It's gone out the window. There's no more begging. Hey, let's hit the thumbs up, guys. Y'all know that helps me. But yeah, I got tired of it. Then by the time she says yes, then, my head hurting. I don't even want it no more. But here, there's no more begging. And that's the good news, guys. With Filipinos, you don't have to beg. Hey, Virgilio G says, greetings from DR, Calvin. What's going on over there, man? I heard that's a good option for a lot of people. TJ Johnson said, they're a rarity here, yeah. But when you see a donk out here, it really stands out. Yeah. Because people think that there's not big Filipinos, but it is. But Filipinos, they're mixed with, a lot of African, Indonesian, the Polynesian, Asian. There's so much. They're mixed, Spanish, European. So when you see Philippines, yeah, there's some BBWs. I guess there'll be BBFs over here, big, beautiful Filipinos. But you want to stay away from that. And speaking of that, I'm going to talk. Yeah. Yeah, I love the chance. You got to love that tune-up. Yeah, I got a tune-up this morning, man, and I sure needed it. See, and she knew it. See, we're on the same wavelength. I'm in there half sleep, half dreaming about her. The next thing you know, because I keep the gate locked at night. I hear her, honey, let her in. I'm like, oh, man, she read my mind. Yeah, Love Beat Music. She gave you the tune-up, brother. You are seriously funny to the real, and you may not know it. Yeah, she gave me that tune-up today, and boy, did I need it. Remember, it comes with a free oil change and lube job and a lifetime warranty. See, I can get it as long as I want it. Hey, Scott Tripley says, hello from the States. My Philippine house is on Mindanao. Yeah, I love Mindanao. And thank you, Scott, for sharing that information. To be honest with you, because people think that you're not supposed to go to Mindanao. Now, you're not supposed to go to southern Mindanao, along that Sulu Sea, from Zamboanga on down. But Zamboanga's not bad, but there's bad guys there. But Mindanao is the second largest island in the Philippines. It's big, it's vast, it's humongous, man. There's places you can go there, man, and just be like if you're in St. Carlos City. Nobody's going to bother you, man. And it's cheaper there. A lot cheaper in Mindanao than it is anywhere else. That's why I like it. TJ Johnson, it sucks because I'm more of an up top guy. Yeah, but you can get both in a lot of ways, because people think, the Filipinos not like this. There's some real thin ones over here, and it just depends on what you like. No right or wrong, but yeah, the BBB is here, man. To be honest with you. Oh, Scott Tripley says, I've been stuck in the States since March 2020. Oh, so you're not married. Okay. TJ Johnson said, I'm 32 and my six-pack is already stored inside a protected cooler. And see, they're not even looking at that over here, TJ. You know that. But yeah, to the new man or to the uninitiated, if you've never been to the Philippines, man, there's an overflowing amount of booty beaches and bombshells, man. And it's something you're going to have to, best to just come on over here and, get full and be able to relax and be able to settle down. Scott Tripper says, beware of separated ladies. Yeah, especially, if the husband is still in love with him. Now, I've dealt with one separated lady over here. Actually, the first time I ever came to the Philippines, the 41-year-old bombshell I told you about, she was separated. But typically what happens over here with separated women, when they're separated, they're separated. The husband's left. He's usually one left. He usually has another family. But you can get unlucky, man, and find one where she left. And he's still, heartbroken. And, yeah, that could be trouble. But most of the time when I see a separated woman over here, because she's got a friend that's separated, she's still married to the man, but she's got a boyfriend that lives with her, Frank Ellis said, damn, John is 70. No, John is 61. I'm saying his friend, the guy that I'm telling you, I just recently met, his name is Bill. He's 70 or 71. His wife is 24. And I'm going to tell you, man, she's a bombshell. She's got booty and bombshell. I seen him the first time. I was like, wow. But see, he's been here on and off for 26 years. So he's learned a lesson that a lot of us have to learn. Just like Mike said, don't come over settling for just anything. You're gonna be unhappy, and you didn't come over here to be unhappy, man. You didn't do it. Don't just come over here and have a new address. Come over here and have a new life, man. You don't have nothing to lose. You can always turn around and go back home, but man, see what gets a lot of us. We come over here with that Western thinking. We see a beautiful woman. We think she's not approachable. Oh, she's not going to want me. She's too beautiful for me. See, it's like in the insurance business, my manager says, don't let the client say no to you. Don't, say no to yourself. Then you don't keep the appointment. Because you say, oh, they don't want what I got. It don't sense to me going over there. They probably got enough insurance or blah, blah, blah. Don't do that, guys. Let her tell you no. Don't tell yourself no, okay? And you're going to be so much better, man. Your betting average is going to be a whole lot better, man. And you may get that 10 right off the top, and you won't have to go through what me and a lot of other guys have been through. Brad Jones says the 9s and 10s are modeling, or so they call it. But see, a lot of the 9s and 10s, they don't know they're 9s and 10s, is what I'm saying. These aren't these established women that Carl Vons was talking about. That's the difference that I'm talking about. You can see a 6 or 7 over here and she's established and thinking, oh, I'm too good for you. But I'm going to tell you, man, some of the most beautiful women over here, they don't even know they're beautiful. No one's ever told them. You're just going to see them when you go to the marketplace, when you go to the mall or somewhere like that. You just walking around. I'm telling you, man, when I went to that bus station, and then beauty's in the eyes of the beholder. 10 to me may be a 5 to you. You're going to see some out of sight looking women over here, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm not being cringy. Men, we look at what we go by what we see. Let's see. Haitian Gunman says, are you the only black man in St. Carlos? No, I've seen a little young black dude. I don't know how old he was. I seen him in the store. I said, what's up to him? Then I met a sergeant. He retired from the military. He's a sergeant, but he didn't really want, I was trying to talk to him, but He just don't want to be bothered, really. He said he doesn't want anybody to know he's over here and blah, blah, blah. And you run into that. And then there's another black guy I met. He's real cool, but he lives like maybe 15 kilometers away. He lives in Calatrava, that place where we go to the beach sometimes. And so I've actually seen 3. And then I met a Latino guy from LA in the store during the pandemic. So no, but and then there's a lot of Africans over here. I saw an African guy, but you'll know them. They wear different type clothes, and they really live as like the locals live over here. When you see an African in the Philippines, more than likely he's over here going to school, he's got a business or something like that. He's not on vacation over here. Yeah, Carl Vons. Yeah, he says I see a lot of Africans in my condo in Manila. Yeah, see, they're over here, and then they do a lot of the loan sharking and stuff too. Yeah, Stan Hasselback. He said, as Jordan said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Take the shot in the Philippines because there's an endless supply of shots. Yeah, and if that's the best advice I could give a new man, because he's going to come over here with that Western thinking. It takes a long time to get that out of your system. But you don't have anything to lose. Okay, so what? She says she's not interested or something like that. Go to the next one. I guarantee you, if you approach 10 tens, you're going to get played from 3 to 4 of them, man. I guarantee you, man. Sean Reed said these girls don't have the same opportunities they do in the States. Well, that's not our fault, Sean. We didn't make the rules, okay? And it doesn't make you any better because see, that's Western thinking. Who gives a damn? A 10's a 10. Whether I can get her here or anywhere else, man. See, that defeats the purpose. That's that Western thinking. And, with that kind of thinking, you're not going to have a good time over here. I mean, what's the point of coming over here if you're looking, look at me, I've got a Filipina that's in America. I've got a Filipina that's got money. We to the point where we don't care about that stuff. We're old enough now that we're just trying to be happy. I don't care. That stuff don't bother, man. That's that Western thinking. That's that old, that doesn't add up to nothing over here. You defeat the whole purpose coming over here 8,000 miles for that. We didn't make the rules. Mike says, I can't wait to make it to the Philippines. I want my head to spin off meeting Filipinos. Yeah, and you're going to have a great time over here. But yeah, all that. See, that's Western thinking, guys, when we come, because guys always say this. They'll say this, stuff like this. Oh, well, the well-to-do Filipinos ain't going to have nothing to do with you. Well, it's a small piece of the pie over here, guys. If you come over here to meet a well-to-do Filipino, then you come to the wrong place because it's so very few of them. And it's like we're competing. I'm not competing against anybody. I don't care what your wife does for a living. I don't care what she looks like and all of that. I don't care the status she has. It has nothing to do with my happiness. And that's just the way I look at it. So all that, you can't get a Filipino in the States. Who wants a Filipino in the States? I don't. Haven't met some of them over there. Hey, Lynn, San Diego 102. Thinking of beautiful Filipinos in the States. There's one right there, Lynn 102. Yusuf Habib says, other than dating sites, what's really the best way to meet these enormous amounts of Filipinos? He says, I figure most of them are already minding their own business with their families and friends. Yeah, I mean, the best way really is just to be introduced. Uh, but once you're familiar with these women, remember I give you that three strikes thing. If you see a Filipino that you like, say for instance she works at Jollibee, let her wait on you 3 times. Let her get familiar with her. Let her see you. Okay, yeah, and then you can say something like that because it don't take them long. Gregory Calhoun said, hey, Calvin, you said that 18-hour flight will kick your butt. Can you elaborate more? Why is that? It's just an 18-hour flight, man. I mean, and not only an 18-hour flight, you're crossing the international timeline. Your whole system's going to be thrown off. I mean, just try it. And for some people, the older we get, the harder a long trip like that is going to have on you because, you can only look at so many movies. I can't sleep on the plane. So, you're anxious. When coming over here, it doesn't really bother you as much as going home, but it's still going to kick your butt. And my suggestion to you, man, is this. When you get over here, man, try to calm down a little bit and at least, that's one good thing about having a Filipino meet you at the airport. At least you can go back to the hotel and relax. And it's not a problem, but you really need to do that. Because it's going to kick your butt, man. Yeah, liquor license says I want my Filipinos straight from the source. Me too. I mean, my experience has just been better, man. I told y'all the experience I had when I brought my wife and son over there. The first time we ever went to that Filipino mass, man, had that been my first time coming in contact with Filipinos and Filipinos, I would have never came over here. They were nothing like, over here, because they change over there and they pick up a lot of the beliefs and they get indoctrinated. And it's nothing worse than an indoctrinated Filipino. Who wants an indoctrinated Filipino? I don't. And I came over here because I wanted a new life over here. One of my subscribers, he's traveling all over the world right now. He's got that kind of money to do it, though, to meet Filipinos. He said, I ain't going to wait for the Philippines to open. It's better to meet them. You can meet them outside. Yeah, that's an option, but there's nothing like this country, see. He's missing the point totally. You can meet them in Singapore and Turkey and all those places, but it's nothing, you're missing the whole purpose, really. It's the Philippines being over here. Yeah, MJB and the P2B says, yeah, I call it a huge migraine. It is. Love Beat Muse says, Brother Calvin, you keep it so real that the Western thinking men have no idea that they can meet a Nan, the most beautiful, sexy woman they have ever seen, and she is not used to a toilet. Yeah, wake up. Yeah. But see, you got guys who are going to be their worst enemy. They can't get out of their own way. Their thinking won't allow them to. So when they get over here, they're going to get frustrated. They're going to go back home and never come back. And that's good. They're going to get in their own way. Because the woman don't have, she's not a school teacher. She's not a nurse, or she's not a whatever it is, have her own business. But a woman over here having her own business could be a sorry store. That's just crazy Western thinking, man. Y'all got to get rid of that. If you're really going to enjoy the BBB over here, I'm responsible for my own happiness. It's not the woman. She enhances it, yeah, but you know, I'm happy. Iman Hogan said, my first girlfriend in USA was in Washington State. She was a Filipino. She was 5'8", unusual for a Filipino. Yeah. But if you get involved with this, if you ever go to car shows over here, and it's pre-pandemic, are you into running like I used to be? And you see these women, they're the ones who are working for these. Okay, you. I thought you was leaving. Promotion is what I want to say. Man, these Philippines. They're 5'6" and up. Man, they're beautiful. I call them Amazons. You don't see a lot of them in your normal day-to-day living over here. But if you go to a place like that, you see them, man. Yeah, that. At liquor license, I'm going to get a full diagnostic. Yeah, and see, you come over to have a good time, man. You ain't coming. I'm not competing against none of you guys. I don't care. I mean, if you think that makes you better because your woman is this, your woman is that. Oh, I met my woman in America. Yeah, okay. You defeat the purpose, man. Yeah, Jeffrey. A lot of those promo girls, yeah, they're way out there because, remember, they've been exposed to a lot of stuff too. They've already been treated differently. Probably somebody saw them when they were young and said, yeah, you're going to be, a Miss Universe, or you're going to be a model, or you're going to be a promo. So they've already been exposed to that good life, and, their thinking has already changed. Yeah, MJB and B2P2B. I said that earlier about, because I'm going to go check on Rick and Violet. And Violet, man, I was telling, her, I saw her the other day. She was on the plaza with her little baby begging for money, man. And I was shocked at that. I was really hurt. And then I was mad, but I found out later on that the DSWD, which is the social services over here, they came and ran her away and scolded her about that. And it was like, and you got a place, you got food, your husband's got his business now. Why are you out here asking people for money? I don't get it, man. So I'm going to go over there. And that's what I said. I said, well, I guess you can take the Filipino out of the Philippines, but you can't take the Philippines out of the Filipino. And spill the wine, take that. Says as long as she's faithful to you and not after your money. Well, it's an unspoken agreement. Spill the wine, take that. You need the reference number. What reference number? Oh, okay. Here. Well, see, that's the whole part of it. Spill the wine, take that. It's the unspoken agreement. Now, I'm talking initially because love develops, man. It does. Filipinos are not from outer space. It's just an even there, and then here's the number that. They have emotions. They if you treat them right, you around them long enough, they're gonna have feelings for you. I'm talking about the 95%. I ain't talking about the 5% over here that's trying to get in between you and your wallet. But the unspoken agreement is just that. She's not going to ask you for your money. She's not even going to pretend to. She's going to pretend to be uninterested in that. But that's the agreement. I don't have anything, and what I have is yours. But, so you're going to have to buy everything. You got to pay for everything, the rent and all of that. Okay. But yeah, so initially, that's the attraction. You sure? Okay, make sure. If not, make sure that's an 8, honey. Okay. I mean, so don't have a problem with that. don't let that stop you from coming over here, because if it does, if you got a problem with that, then you're going to have, you might as well stay over there. You're in a place. Remember, this country is not poor. A lot of poor people over here, but Philippines is not poor. So when you get over here and the woman's earning about, okay, honey, 3,000 to 5,000 pesos a month, see, you're going to understand the unspoken agreement. Kona Ranger says, pick a pineapple from the plant. It always tastes better. Exactly. I mean, you're not getting a Filipino when you see her in America. You're getting a Phil-Am. You're getting a Filipino American. Who wants that? T. Mitty Man says, Calvin, please protect your heart. It seems like it's good to help Filipinos, but then it's best to walk away and save your heart. Yeah. See that, you make a great point, man. And I'm going to tell you why. That's why I've only specifically helped two people like that, T. Mitty Man. Donna Faye and baby Denise, and Rick and his wife. I take people groceries and stuff like that. And I spin the wheel, but that's usually indiscriminately. I don't specifically target anybody because, we don't really know people. We don't know the background. We don't know what's the best way to help them. We don't know if it's to, give them money every month, buy them groceries, give them a new business, give them new. We don't know enough about them. So it's best to kind of like just do it indiscriminately. Because, see, the two times that I've tried to help, it's nothing against the people. It's just that I don't know what's the best way to help them for real. It's what I think needs to be done. But then eventually, you see that, okay. A lot of times your help is in vain. Yeah, Clayton Mary says they still need money, Cal. At that level, every peso counts. Yeah, but you can't let that get in your way. See, a lot of us get in our own way of being happy over here because we bring the old Western thinking over. I ain't taking care of no woman. Let her take care of herself. I ain't taking care of her and her kids. That's foolishness when you come to a place like the Philippines, man. Adam Chenoweth says, same. That's why I don't want one too young. A full-time job will be me. Yeah. And he says, LOL, but it's true. And okay, hon, be careful. Send me the update on Booby. And anybody that came on here late, Booby is a lot better. No fever. The ultrasound came back with, there's an amoeba. She has an amoeba. If something was attacking her blood, but it wasn't cancer. See, I thought it was cancer. A hemoglobin count has increased. They got her on an antibiotic drip through her IV. It's addressing the amoeba. But I thought it was cancer, man, because when you got that low hemoglobin like that, and then you got blood in your stool, it gets scary, man. And that's it's the worst. That's a parent's worst nightmare. Especially a little baby like that can't talk. She can't really tell you what's going on. But there's no fever, And I'll see. Hopefully they'll let her out of the hospital in the next couple of days, man, Hey, Travel Mike, thanks for that super chat. He says, when I get off the plane, I'm walking around like I am Brad Pitt and leave my Western thinking behind. If I wanted a rich girl, I'd stay in the USA. See, that's what I'm saying, man. When the guys come over here with that foolishness like Sean Reed is talking about, man, you defeat the purpose, man. Stay on over there with that because you're going to taint the Kool-Aid over here. We don't want that. You're going to taint the Kool-Aid. I certainly don't want it. MJ being a P2B says, good luck getting a Filipino sugar mama. Yeah, get that. Yeah, like I said, the only ones that get the Filipino sugar mama are the Filipinos, men. You know, the good-looking Filipino men over here. Those are the ones, because the woman who I was renting from before we moved here, she was 45 or 46. Her boyfriend was 17. Yeah. Hey, thanks, T. Mitty, man. He says, glad to hear good news about your daughter. Yeah, I hadn't slept, man. I slept a little bit better last night when they told me the test results came back negative for the big C, because, see, I've helped 3 people over here, 3 mothers whose children have cancer. Man, they belong to Kids with Cancer. It's like a group, you know, and it's the saddest thing you ever want to see, man, little kids with cancer like that over here. And one little boy, little Toto Carl, who I had him on my Facebook page, man, and I kind of know his mother now. You know, I sponsored 6 of his chemotherapy treatments, man. He died, man, you know, and I just, my thoughts went there, man, you know, maybe because I was in contact with them. Franklin says, oh, thankfully, yeah, a parasitic infection, yeah. See, that's what it was. And you know, because I'm going to tell you something, man, it scared me, man. I couldn't sleep. Safari said, I checked online. He said it was infection in her digestive system. She would be fine. Yeah, I'm glad, man. Philip Cooper, what's going on? He said, good day, brother. How's the little one doing? She's doing great, man. Whole lot better. Franklin said, cluster cancers using environmental factors. Yeah. See, I was just, man, I was scared, man. And my thinking went there because it always goes there. You know, I always think the worst, man. And, you know, when you're overseas, man, that's the worst thing you want. To either be in the hospital or have someone, you know, your children or one of your family members in the hospital. Because I tell you what, man, they get silly over here now. They can get silly over here because they see you a foreigner. Because, see, Booby's in a private room. We didn't ask for a private room. We asked for the ward, but the ward is full, they said. So now she's in a private room, but luckily we're in the Philippines. See, her room is air conditioned, which is probably what she needs. Has cable. She can watch, you know, cartoons and stuff like that. And she's not around a lot of other sick people. It's only $1,950 a day. Only to us, it's cheap. It's not even $40. Excuse me, it's about $40 a day. But they do you like that when they know you're a foreigner. You know, I had the same problem with my son. You know, and sometimes, you know, it's just a hard barrier to break through over here, man. You know, and that's why it's good to have some type of coverage. See, she's got field health, so if you're going to send a woman some money over here, buy a field health policy, especially if you plan on being with her, man. That's protecting your investment too. Because you don't, man, when they go into the hospital over here, man, I get so many emails from my Filipino subscribers, man. Y'all let them know I'm not a charity. But, you know, my father's in the hospital, his bill's $30,000. They won't let him out. You know, but you can easily fix that, man. Their field health is a whole lot different than ours, man. It knocks a whole lot of the cost off. But to be dating a woman over here or married to a woman over here and not have a field health policy, even when you come over initially for your first time, you've already been chatting with her. Make sure that you bought her field health policy. We pay 900 pesos, which is about, at the present rate now, which is 50.48 pesos to the dollar. That's $18, less than $18 every 3 months for her field health, man. I mean, that's protecting your investment, guys. Franklin said you boil your water. Now we get filtered water. You know, the water over here is good as long as you get it filtered. You can buy it from the store. Hey, Christina Sampson, thank you. She said, good to hear your baby's doing better. Yeah. Yeah, Lynn. She said, glad to hear it's not cancer. Yeah, I thought for sure that's what it was. I love LaChance said, sure, they can't find anyone else who can afford that kind of hospital room. That's right. See, and they do that right there. Mark Classy says, feel help. Great idea, brother. Yeah. But see, we don't think like that. We're just sending money over here and she's going to waste it. You know, you put your foot down and said, look, man, look, lady, you get you a damn field health policy, which is very, very cheap over here for them, by the way. Protect your investment. Okay, Kona Ranger said, get a charcoal water filter for that water. Yeah, that's right, Lynn San Diego. She said there are a lot of older, good-looking Filipinos, sugar mamas, but you have to be handsome, young, with a nice body. Yeah, it's a role reversal. They do the same thing over here, guys. The real true players over here are not foreigners. It's the Filipino man. Okay, he speaks the language. He eats the same food. He understands the culture. He knows how to reach them. They're the real players, man. Them the ones you're going to see with the bombshells, but you can slide in here and get you a bombshell. But yeah, my ex landlord, 45 or 46, her boyfriend was 17. Ron Bizzle said, yes, that happens to me, Calvin. He said, once they know you're a foreigner, they will put my family members in the best rooms. Yeah, they do. And they play that game like that over here, man. That's why you got to be careful, man. MJB and the P2B said, my lady got to feel help. Man, you better have a field health, man. It's a great investment. Yeah, Franklin said, excellent advice on health insurance. Yeah, especially if you're going to date or marry a Filipino and you're going to live here, man. That's the least that you want to do for her. Yeah, Kona Rangers, there are so many 10s in the Philippines that don't know it. A 10 for me may be a 5 for you. I promise you, I seen when I went to get the last time I went to Bacolod, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I went to the bus station, man. I was swarmed by these little young girls. They couldn't have been the one, I say 18 to 22, man. And they were 8s, 9s, and 10s, man, in my opinion. Maybe something different to you, man. Perfect body, perfect face, no blemish on the skin, real innocent, you know, the type of young girl that will give you the time of day. You can sit down and talk to her. Maybe, you know, once you gain her trust, take her out to eat or something like that. It's plenty of them over here. Don't settle for just anything over here, guys. You're going to be sorry. Hey, nephew Smooth, it's okay. He says, I'm sorry I'm late. Yeah, Frank Ellis, he said, when I first heard your daughter was sick, I initially thought she caught COVID. No, that's the first thing they do over here now. Before they would admit her, they gave her the swab test, man. And man, now anytime Booby sees a nurse because of the swab test and because of all the trouble they had finding that IV, she burst out crying, man. She's scared of them nurses. Kona Ranger said, yeah, they got 3 prices over there. The Philippines, USA, and Japan. Yeah. See, they don't play that with the Chinese over here. Chinese got a long history with Filipinos. Thousands of years. And they know Chinese, you know, are, you know, cheap. But I don't call it being cheap. I just call it conservative. I call it shrewd. MJB said, congratulations on getting the jab, Calvin. I know you feel at ease. I do, man, because I want to move around. I want my life back, and if that's the least I got to do. I've been taking jabs my whole life, and I exercise my right. Frank Ellis said, in other words, pussycat dolls. Yeah, it's full of pussycat dolls over here, and, you know, that's why we need to talk about this stuff. We need to educate the new guy about the BBB, not the BBW, guys. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the booty, the beaches, and the bombshells over here, because you can overdose, man, on it over here. Drink of the BBB responsibly. Are your bank accounts going on life support? You're going to get your heart broke. Mark Clarcy says, my woman had our daughter in private hospital. Field health paid about half. Total cost $60,000. Wow. Did y'all have complications, Mark? Because my son was born in a private doctor with her own clinic. And this was without field health. It was $17,000. Now, my second son, he was born premature, man. It cost $350,000 without, and I could have kicked her butt. See, that's what I'm saying. She didn't have field health. And I'm thinking, now that I know better, like, why didn't you have field health? But Booby was born in the city hospital, and it was, my cost altogether was with her and the mother was $16,000. And Booby was in the hospital for a week. The mother was in there for 2 days, and that included everything. Yeah, Lynn, you're correct. But I'm going to add something to that. Lynn San Diego 102 said Filipinos consider having a Japanese boyfriend or a Korean, South Korean boyfriend a catch because they are quiet and have money. And, you know, they're not packing. They're not packing. See, they don't bring the pressure. See, but one thing that they end up having a problem with is the cultures. Will they be accepted by the man's culture? Now, as long as they stay in the Philippines, yeah. But when they go over to Korea and Japan, see, a lot of times the family don't accept them. Rod, who says BBBS, he says, you forgot the scammer. Well, you know, we're saying all things being equal. You can, if you're not stumbling all over yourself and you haven't fallen in love and all that, man, you can spot the scammer from a mile away over here, guys. It's that easy. I'm talking about, we're in the Philippines, man. When I came in 2009, they were still on 2G technology in 2009. You can see them planning the crime, putting it together every step of the way. You can stop it anywhere along the line, long before it gets to you. And there's no way a Filipino can scam you, man, you know, unless you let us scam you. You're not thinking with the right head, see? Then they're, you know, I don't call them scammers. They're just asking you for money, and you're giving it to them. No, Lynn said he go 102. I'm being serious though, because that's what. One time I was in Cebu, and you know I heard the girl talking. That's what they was talking about. Matter of fact, my son's mother, her best friend was dating a Japanese, and that's what my son's mother told me. Yeah, Brad Jones said, easy to manage. Yeah, Lynn San Diego. Yeah, the culture is real different, and they're real strict. And I know a young lady who's married to a South Korean guy. I mean, he's rich, but it took a long time because, see, she was young. She was only like 22. I think he was in mid 50s, and she didn't want him. The mother forced her really to start dating him. She loves him now. They got 2 little boys, and they're raising them in Korea, as a matter of fact. And I mean, she's super rich now. I mean, he's owned several businesses over here. I mean, they live a life she probably never dreamed, but it was his way or the highway. You're going to raise my kids as Koreans. They have to learn. And see, getting a visa over there is not as easy as like in America. You don't have to know English to get a visa there, but to get a visa in Korea, you got to learn the language, man. It's different, you know. Having fun in the Philippines. She says, hello from California. What's up? Oh, it's crazy. She says, Kona Ranger says, Lynn, they're easy on the girls. They're not so big and heavy. It is, as long as they keep them over here, it's fine. Because they ain't bringing the pressure like we bring it. Hey, what's up, Sean? Pitts, that brother went to high school with me, and he's a cold-blooded bass player. He's a real bass player, plays in real bands. He's from my hometown. We went to school together. He said, and that girl is still trying to get me to send her money. She gave me her information to send to Talisai City, Cebu, and she said she needs it for her teeth and baby. Scratch my head. Yeah, don't send no money, brother. And you from my hometown, I'm giving you the nitty gritty, man. Don't do it. You're under no obligation to do that. Wait till you get over here. Before you, and you really, establish a relationship with her, and you can see, because you can't trust them ladies as far as you can see them online. But when you get over here, you'll know right away. Like I say, you can see right through them. You can see the crime in progress, man. You can stop it anywhere along the line you want to. Yeah, but Sean's a legit bass player, and that was my favorite. He used to own a barbecue place over in Indiana, which is right across the bridge from where I live. And he had the best barbecue, but it's since been closed. But yeah, and I'm not just saying that, man. I love his sauce and everything. Oh, yeah. Jay said, Calvin, in Thailand, the rule of threes is real. 3 minutes, 3 inches, 3,000 Thai baht. Yeah, and that goes over here. They like that too. Yeah, Sean, just talk to them until you can make it over here, because then you can see it. But I tell you what, when you get over here, you're probably going to kick yourself. Lynn said, looks fade. Yeah, well, we just got to take our chances on that, Lynn. By the time they looks fade, we'll probably be dead. That's just how it is, Men, women go by what they hear. Men go by what we see. Doug Carr says, I play tuba in a concert band. Adam Chenwood said, anyone remember the going rate for nanny services? It's about 3,000 to 4,000 pesos a month right now. But remember, it's a different rate for live-in and outside. Because some of the best nannies have children and they can't live in. So, it's probably better. It just depends on, how little the kids are. Hey, Reginald Dollard, he said, what's up, Calvin from Delaware? Love your honesty and dedication to your channel subscribers. Keep true. One day I will connect with you when the Philippines opens up. Come on, brother. Like I tell y'all guys, I'm lonely over here, man. You can literally hear a pin drop over here. Listen to this. You hear that? There's nobody over here. What's up, Carmen? Now, this is my sister she's in, where are you, Carmen? In Mexico. She got off the hamster wheel, man. She said just as soon as someplace opened, she was leaving the rat race. And see, she walked the walk. And now she's so glad she did. She's having a really great time over there. Lynn San Diego 102 said, Calvin, what brand COVID vac did you get? I took the Sinovac CoronaVac. Now, before y'all hit me over the head, this is the good one, man. And I'm going to tell you why I'm glad I took it, because in 28 days, I get my second dose. And it's really, really, it's just as good as any of them, guys. I promise you. And, you got to understand, I don't know what's in it. It's like I don't know what's in Pfizer, I don't know what's in J&J, but yeah, I took the Sinovac, and I don't have a problem with it because with my immune system and with the Sinovac and with my lifestyle, because I'm not stupid. I believe the COVID. I'm still gonna wear my mask. I'm still gonna social distance. Okay, Lynn. Carmen Greenwood said Puerto Morales. Okay, now how close is that to Cancun? Derek Greenway said one expense I won't have is a nanny. But I tell you, it's so cheap, man. It depends. If you get a good woman, see, my woman, when she had the baby, she was 38. Okay. So, you got to give, this is just me talking, the woman a chance to heal, because she's got a life too, So that's one of the reasons we got one. And luckily it was her mother. Her mother's really good. Excellent with what she does. But if something like that, she doesn't have to have a baby. But if you with a girl and she doesn't cook very well, she doesn't clean very well, then you may think about getting a nanny. KB says, I think I'm too tall for a Filipino. I'm 6'8". No, you're never too anything. You can be too broke. That's about it. But anything else, she can handle it. Yeah, Lynn. She's in San Diego 102 says any vaccine is better than none. Now, see, I was to the point, Lynn, I was about to give up. And then, see, my girlfriend worked on magic. See, she's connected over here. She went and put that together and so I can get it done. Okay, Carmen Greenwood. She says she's 30 minutes from Cancun. What's your rent over there, Carmen? Kona Ranger says, I like Panama. A friend of mine, he went to Panama already, because he said, I'm tired of waiting for the Philippines to open. Now he says he's putting the Philippines on the back burner. He's choosing Panama. So he got that Panama tune up over there. Sean Reed says Dutch Harbor and Kodak, Alaska, starting to force mask again. Well, see, it's always been in place over here. You never have a choice over here. If you want, and they even got this damn shield over here, Sean. And if you want to get in a grocery store, the malls, anywhere like that, you got to have it. And you better have a mask on inside aisle. They'll take you to jail, they'll fine you. Yeah, Lynn, San Diego 102 says the vast majority of COVID admission in U.S. hospitals today is unvaccinated people. Yeah, and that's usually what's going to happen. Yeah, see, people say, oh, you can still catch it. Well, see, that's not the point. The point is just like Lynn said, you avoid the life-threatening infection, that would cause a hospital admission or maybe even death, And, hey, if it's going to allow me to move around and get my life back and help everybody else to get their life back, then why not? I'm not afraid of vaccines. And people talking about, are they controlling you, man? If you think that they don't control you now, whether you take the vaccine or not, then, man, you're drinking the Kool-Aid. Hey, Main Time says, hey, guys, I'm glad the baby's doing well. Glad to see the Sweet Spot Palace is coming together nicely as well, brother. Yeah, I'm going to go over there today. I'm going to go by Rick's them today. But I'll do my update on tomorrow because, when I bring the guys the beer. Yeah, you Fuji says, why play Russian roulette with COVID? Okay, Carmen Greenwood says Airbnb $450 a month, monthly in a gated community. Oh, okay. Now, is that good compared to what you were paying, Carmen? Because I tell you what, $450 over here will get you a palace. You know, that's a lot of money. Yeah, nephew Smooth said, yeah, I would rather have some protection than none. Yeah, because we don't know what's going on. But yeah, you're never too anything, Ted B, for a Filipino, but too broke. That's about it. You can't be too tall, too fat, too light, too dark. You know, only too broke. And that's about it. But yeah, I got about 10 minutes, guys. I'm gonna go over here and see Booby. I don't stay over there long. I can't take it. And I don't like hospitals anyway. That's where the sickness and disease is, in the hospitals. And I'm afraid. Oh yeah, Kona Ranger, Mexico. Yeah. It just depends on where you are. Remember, John lived in Mexico. It's places in Mexico that are cheap. She's living in an Airbnb in a gated community. Yeah, only too broke, Lynn. You know, Filipinos are open-minded. That's what I like about them. You know, they're a lot more mature than a lot of other women. Christopher Leroy says, are you growing a mustache or did you run out of magic shape? Now, what I did was I used my trimmers. The battery's low. I don't use the blade up here because, you know, I get those ingrown hairs. But no, I don't, you know, I like my face clean shaven over here. But you can see I don't have any gray hairs. But I'm pretty sure if my hair was here, I'd have some gray. I'm going to have to get my girlfriend to shave my head later. Nephew Smooth said, Cal, you look like you've been getting your lift on, man. You look kind of pumped. It's genetics, and then I've got a workout that I don't use weights. Sometimes I use that in my workout. If you go on this is a 9-pound, but not, you know, I don't lift weights. But yeah, I stay in shape, man, because what people don't understand is this. It's not a lot of old men over here dealing with these young Filipinos. That's really not the case. It's usually what you usually see guys in their late 40s, 50s, 60s in great shape, you know, with 25, 30, 35-year-old Filipinos, you know, and we give them a run for their money, man. They don't get, you know, it's not like an 80-year-old if you see an 80-year-old man over here on a cane, it's because he's been here for 30 years. All right. At one time, he was a 50-year-old baller. And that's what I want to tell you. I mean, that's not what it is. See, my woman cannot handle me. I'm 20 years older. We're 19 years older. I'm sorry. Lynn San Diego 102 said, Calvin, maybe get new baby bottles for your baby in case the amoeba sources water or boil all her utensils. Yeah, see, she's not on the bottle. She's on the breastfeeding. I think that amoeba source is coming when they give her a bath, Lynn. And the problem is I buy 2 of those extra things to give her a bath, but they've gotten away with it, gotten away from it. I think that's where it's coming from, to be honest with you. Liquor license account was at a pink dumbbell. Yeah, because that's all that's available a lot of times over here in the Philippines. I got those down in Zamboanga. Yeah, you got to get what's available, you know. Yeah, Love Beat Muse. Yeah. Lynn is a real deal. See, that's what I'm saying. Guy was, you know, was on her talking about, you know, a beautiful Filipina in America. Yeah, well, Lynn fits that bill, but she's been over there long enough. She's Americanized. I doubt if you get the girlfriend treatment. I doubt if she's giving the girlfriend treatment. Christopher Leroy said, I would like to see another exercise vid. Okay, that one you did was impressive. You was getting it in, bro. Hey, thanks, man. I'm going to come up with another one. I like to kind of mix it up. But thanks, man. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to do another one. I haven't exercised in 2 days because I'm letting my arm heal. It was sore yesterday. It's kind of sore a little bit today where they stuck the needle. Yeah. Okay, Sean, that's a great idea. He said, let's do a survey real quick. 234 people on the stream. A, already have the money retiring to the Philippines. B, coming for a vacation, just waiting on the border. C, just dreaming. It's going to be C, man, because, you know, that's what my friend Sal from Chicago, he said, when the Philippines opens up, are we going to be running over each other? No. The biggest year that the Philippines ever had was 2019. It was 8.2 million visitors. And that was like 11 or 12%, no, 15% increase. There's not a lot of people coming over here. Mark Klaus, he says, how much they charge you, brother, for the vaccine? It's free. That's an agreement between the U.S. government and the Philippine government. That's why I thank the Philippine government on my live. So right now, it's about even, guys. We got 4 B's, 2 A's, and 2 C's. Nicolison says he's a C. Don F is an A. Victor Soto Arocha, B. Christopher Leroy, B. Brian Dawson's a B. Kente Dynasty says A, I think. If you got an income of at least $1,000 a month, I would say come. You know. Doug Carr said I missed something. What's the letter? We're having a survey. A is you got enough money now to retire in the Philippines. B is you're coming here on vacation. You're just waiting for it to open. And C, you're just dreaming. That's funny. Because people aren't going to admit it, but a lot of y'all are dreaming. You're not coming here. It takes a special person to come here, man or woman. It's just too far. There's so much temptation between your country and the Philippines by the time you get here. Brazil, Costa Rica, Honduras, all of that. Adam Chenoweth says, but $1,000 include health insurance. Yeah, if you get the field health over here, that's all you need. The Philippines has universal health care, the field health. You know, but remember, the best health insurance in the world is not going to protect you from yourself, Adam. If you're not living right and you got messed up health, don't come over here. You know, a lot of A's I see, man. That's good. Nephew Smooth says I'm a B. J8 says I'm an A. Yeah, you're a balling A, Jay. Phuket Richie 1969 said, what's up? MS3. Bet. Walter Harris says, I'm an A. Bill Smith says, Calvin, what on average in USA does average 4-year-old Filipino male make? Oh, well, the average salary over here is $250 US, Bill. That's taking the highest salaries and nothing and putting it together. See, about $250. But, you know, if you're a professional, if you're a policeman, if you Army, let's see, of course, you know, the healthcare field, the what's the ones that talk, the telemarketers, call centers, they can earn a lot of money. But remember, that's all together. It's you asked for the average, so it's about $250 a month. Okay, Iman Hogan, he says, I'm going to the Philippines. It's not dreaming. I've been to Europe, Africa, Central and South America, so it's Philippines for sure. Not dreaming. So you're A or B? Nephew Smooth says, a lot of my friends say they're going to come with me. A lot of them cannot handle those 14-hour flights to Japan and then the 3.5 to the Philippines. And see, that's what it is. That's what happens to us. You know, we look on the video, we get excited. We see the women, we see the BBB. But when it's time to take that flight, man, you know, and then you cross that international timeline, then your system's all messed up, and it's a long flight home, guys. All right, you know, the flight over, you're gonna be all excited, you're gonna be happy, yeah. The BBB's waiting, but when it's time to go home, man, it's a long flight. Oh yeah, Lynn. See, that's cringy. She said when I went on vacation and went to City Hall in the Philippines, a job posting said height limit, age limit, plus education requirements, and that's a government job. Yeah, and then they'll say something like this: fair skin with a pleasing personality. If you don't believe me, look in the paper over here. It'll shock you, man. Oh, okay, Sean. That was my plan initially. 6 months on, 6 months off. But then I said, man, the hell with that hamster wheel, the hell with that rat race. You know, I said, I'm coming here full time. Lonnie Franklin says that $250 every 2 weeks. No, that would be $125 every 2 weeks, Lonnie. Oh, hell, Walter Harris said my income is 5 figures. How good can I live for? Like a celebrity. Like a celebrity lives in America. Okay, Mike Clancy says he's 6 hours from Australia. Direct flight, yeah. Oh, you're in there, Mark. That's a beautiful man. Hey, Robert Sanford, he said, what's up, Uncle? I'm late. I hope Booby's doing okay. She is, man. Hey, but thank y'all so much for your super chats, your super stickers, your thumbs up, and for joining me today, man. All your comforting words about my daughter, man, your thoughts and prayers, your emails, your messages, man. I really, really appreciate it. But it's time for me to go because I've got to go in here, put my clothes on, go see Booby. I'm going to take the guys some bread over here. As a matter of fact, I haven't even ate my breakfast yet. So if you're in America, man, help somebody, man, before you go to bed tonight, man. I know it's what? If it's Friday here, it's Thursday night there. But if you don't want them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, you're on your lunch break, man, buy somebody something to eat, something to drink. Give them a few dollars, man. For Philippines, it's $11.32. No excuse why we shouldn't intentionally go out and help somebody, man. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay COVID free. I'll see you next time. Boots on the ground. Thanks, Travel Mike. Praying for Booty. Sean Reed said, praying for your child. Hey, welcome back, Lynn San Diego. We missed you and your good content and feedback. Okay, Lonnie. Thank you, Doug. Well, come on over here, guys. You can literally hear a pin drop over here, guys. Take care, man. I'll see y'all later. Check out that new song by Anthony Edwards, Haters Sunshine. It's ode to the haters, man. You'll like it, man. Have you heard that, Lynn? That song? Go on my channel, Lynn. Let me know what you think about it on the next live stream. And next Friday will be the Sunshine Shoulders, Moonshine Shoulders happy hour. It's just because Booby's in the hospital, I didn't want to do it today. Okay, everybody, take care.